Hi everyone, I am Sudhir Gupta, teacher in Study Hall, Lucknow. Welcome to my channel School Jaisa. Support me with your like, share and subscribe. Thank you.
Continuing with the same chapter, force and pressure, this is the fourth part of the video. Till now we have done the effects of the force. That is, force can change the direction of the body, force can change the shape and size of the body, force can change the speed of the body. Now the question comes, how much effect of the force is going to be there on any body if it acts on it? That is, if a force is acting on a body, then what will be its effect? Is there something which decides? So what is that thing which decides that what will be the effect of force? So there are the two factors which decide that what will be the effect of force when it is going to be acting on any body. So those two factors are, number one, magnitude of force, that means the value of the force which is acting on a body, and the area on which it acts. And when we come to know these two things, then finally we get a kind of the physical quantity that is called a pressure. And that pressure is what? Directly proportional to force. That is, as the force increases, pressure increases, but inversely proportional to area. Now the question comes from children, that what do you mean by this directly indirectly proportional? So we should know directly proportional, that means as the force increases, the pressure also increases. But if the area increases, then the pressure decreases. Now the question comes, how can we understand this? And what is this thing? This is a formula to calculate the pressure when a force, particular amount of force acts on a body. Now let us take an example. If two girls of same mass, let us take example, mass is 50 kg or 40 kg or 60 kg, whatever it is, and two girls are walking on a wet soil, muddy soil, wet soil, and they both are wearing sandal, but one girl is having the sandal of the broad heel, another girl is having the sandal of the pencil heel. Now what do you think? When they both would be walking on the wet soil, whose sandal heel will go deeper? Now this is the question with you all. Can anyone tell? Yes. The girl who is going to be with pencil heel sandal, her sandal heel will go deeper in the soil. Now the question comes, why? The reason is, both the girls are going to have same mass. So definitely, weight of both girls will be same. What I want to say, that weight that we have already done, the force with which the earth attracts each and everything towards itself. So weight of both the girls which would be acting vertically downward, that is force which is acting on the wet soil, will be same. But since one girl is having the sandal of the pencil heel, another with that of the broad heel, so the girl with the pencil heel sandal, the area which is going to be coming in contact with the wet soil would be less, where the another girl whose sandal is having the broad heel, the area that coming in contact with the soil would be more. So out of these, what we will observe, the area of the sandal when was smaller coming in contact with that of the wet soil, that goes deeper. What it tells, that lesser the area, more will be the effect of the force, and when we will say more will be the effect of force, that means more will be the pressure exerted. That means the two girls with same weight but having the sandal of the different size, that means different area coming in contact. So the girl with a low, or the can say smaller area sandal will go deeper, which proves that the area is dependent on pressure. So here, although the force was same, but since area was varying, so the area, the girl whose sandal was having the lesser area coming in contact with the bed soil, the pressure exerted would be more and her sandal will go deeper in the soil. Now let us take the example of the pencil. We can take a pencil like this, and this is sharpened pencil. If I put my finger on this side or on this side, then in that case, if I take a finger like this, if I take a finger like this, then on application of the force, we observe that this on this side, the pressure exerted would be more, but on in this side, the pressure exerted would be less. Why? Because again the same reason, area coming in contact would be less. When the area is less, so the pressure exerted will be more. So we have so many examples. On the basis of it, we can explain the pressure. So what we say, that whenever we want to express the effect of the force, then a physical quantity is required, and that physical quantity is pressure, and we know the formula of the pressure is force upon area. Now when we talk about the unit of it, the SI unit of force is Newton, whereas the SI unit of area is equal to meter square. So when we talk about the SI unit of pressure, how do we calculate it? We write P equal to F upon A. We'll write Newton over here, meter square over here. That's going to be called as a Newton per meter square, and it can be also called as a Pascal. And why do we call it Pascal? Because this was explained by the scientist J. Blaise Pascal. So on his name, the unit, commonly we call this the unit of the pressure as the Pascal also. So in this way we get the unit of the pressure. Now we will do the numerical based on it on the next video.